NFC South. We have one more division, which is the NFC North. That'll be Friday night at 9. So, if y'all know folks that are fans of the NFC North, make sure that y'all, plug them in with myself, Mark, and Young Heavy, because we'll be doing that space. But how it typically goes is, we need a representative, at least one representative of each team on the stage at one time. So we need Colts, Titans, Jags, and Texans. It's not a lot of them. It's only Tip. Tip, the only Texans fan I know. The shit is crazy. But we like to have everybody represented on stage, and a couple of neutrals in, what I'm saying, in the mix with that. And we talk about it. We talk about each team. We go through each team's schedule. We allow back and forth. So this is gonna be good. I'm super excited.
It's a few. It's two Texans fans that's trying to pull up. They're in the request.
Oh, they do exist.
Yeah, they trying.
Like golly, they do exist.
You should know they exist because remember the last time you had the state of, they pulled up and they was spicy as hell.
Oh yeah, the Tex. Oh yeah. Damn, y'all was messy. The Texans was messy for sure. Like they got a reason to be. Just beyond me. I don't understand. Y'all know we like to pregame a little bit. I got a pregame for about 8 minutes. Is there any news in the NFL that we want to round table to? God, please forbid, Mark, please. I know where you about to go. Do we have to talk NBA? Because I know that's what you about to say.
Well, I mean, LeBron did sign his extension. It's a pretty big deal.
I mean, it is a pretty big deal. I mean,
it's just the greatest player of all time. So.
Okay. I mean,
I ain't gonna go with that one.
Right. That's a little. I mean, it's not a reach, but let's calm down. Let's calm down with that analysis.
AFC South. Since according to reports, Julio down here getting locked up by rookies in Nashville.
Hey, it wasn't rookies, honestly.
Your man Caleb Farley was on trial though, Cortland.
It was actually.
Hey, Caleb. Hey, from what I understand, Caleb has been looking good, but I heard he's had some up and downs. But Mike can tell you a little bit better. He's been there.
Shout out to Mike.
But actually, I wasn't even going to mention the NBA thing. I was actually going to talk about because you saw two of my guys went down today at practice. But
actually, I did not see that.
You did?
Oh yeah, Miko, right?
McCall Hardman and Chris Jones. But
Miko,
damn, and Chris Jones.
Okay, yeah, so what happened exactly?
But both of them, none of them are serious though. They both
all right, that's a good drawing.
They both left on the front of the cart. If you leave on the front of the cart versus the back, that's a good sign. And as far as McCall Hardman goes, my boy Country, he's part of the Kingdom cast with Chuck, Charles with the Wild Takes. He was actually at camp today, and he talked to McCall on the way up the hill, and he asked him, "Are you okay, bro?" And McCall said yes. He tweeted it out, and it went viral for Chiefs Twitter. So McCall is fine. Chris Jones has a sore back, so they're good. They'll be all right. They're just going to sit out the rest of the preseason, get ready for week 1.
Cool. That's a dope update. We already discussed the state of the AFC West. That was pretty dope as well. Yeah, man. Coach Spody, what Spody?
Hey,
what?
Oh, real quick though, DG, do you got really much to say,
whoa,
my good brother?
Whoa! I did not think my DJ DG. My bad. It's been an emotional day. Wait a minute. Damn. My bad, DG. Make sure that y'all follow my DJ DG. Lord, I left out 2 things. My guy playing the music when you entered into this room. He's always dope with it. Best DJ on Twitter. Best DJ in the land. Make sure y'all throw him a follow. DG, throw up a couple of hearts real quick so the people can see who you are so they can make sure they follow you. And also shout out to Roscoe, Black Solutions. Make sure y'all go follow him. He's the one that does our graphics, our edits for our spaces, and always give a little flair, have us doing something a little different from everybody else. Shout out to DG, shout out to Tipville. I should have mentioned Tipville earlier. We got a lot of, this is crazy. It's a whole lot of, Tipville is where you want to go when you don't want to talk about sports. He's the hangout spot. He's the dope spot. He's the music guy. He got music going on, battles going on, just fun conversation, lists going on, top Black movies, top comic books, top whatever. Tip is the space you want to be where you just want to let your head down and kick back and chill. Tip is on stage as well. Tipville USA. Make sure that y'all, throw him a follow as well. We be having a whole lot of announcements. That's like the announcements at church, I feel like.
Yeah, that was one of them Jones you like. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, my bad. I gotta start passing out programs, bro, because this is crazy. But Spody and Tip have had their hands raised. I'm assuming it's to talk about your division, or are y'all trying to like talk now because both of y'all gonna get on my nerves.
So I do gotta say we gotta do rock paper scissors on who we gonna talk about first between them two. That's the crazy part.
Cowboys going 7-10.
And we gotta stay consistent. The Jags are at the bottom, so we gotta talk about the Jaguars first.
All right, say no more. The Jags it is then.
I am also a changed woman. I will engage in no Cowboys debate or
yes, buddy.
trash
She's a
talk.
commander. She's a commander fan, so you know how it goes.
Shut the hell up,
Hey, Ashley, bring my guy Coach Larry up here since we're doing the Jags.
Yeah. So listen, the real Niner Mike, what's up, my guy? I see you. I heard you got another smash hit on your hands. I see we got like 8 in queue. I just want to make sure we have every team represented up here in twos if possible. So is there anybody in the queue that need to be up here and they're a fan of the division?
Yeah, it's a few. It's
okay.
Yeah, bring up St. John for Houston. That would give us 2 Texans.
Nah, Tip Tastic a Texan too, unfortunately.
Yeah, Tip a Texans fan. Jaja, he a Texans fan too. I was about to bring.
Oh, he gonna bring
Noah a Texans fan. So
we'll get y'all lucky.
Oh, we running at least 10, 12 deep up in here. So I know when Ashley said that wasn't no Texans fans. I don't know how deep the other AFC South folks run, but we run deep.
You didn't get
Hey, let them know. Let them know.
Hey, I need my dog.
Y'all talking heavy Texans fans? Okay.
It's Texas. We do it big.
Hey, Texas gang. What's up, basketball? You already know.
That's it. You understand? It's a Texas thing.
Hold on, did somebody drop 007?
No, I think he dropped himself.
He dropped himself.
I need my dog Logan up here too. I think he's trying to record.
Logan, all right, Logan, we're about to get you up here, Brody. We're gonna let our DJ go first, and then see what he got to say because he got his hand up. What's up, Brody?
I was just gonna say, I got the over on your mutes tonight, Ash, and Tip. I'm ready whenever you ready.
I am.
Tip must got something playing.
Oh,
I don't know what he got playing, but he got something playing.
Yeah, we gonna get some Tip Wisers. We gonna turn up for these Texans, and we gonna run this division. If you down with the Texans, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
So the Texans already going outside.
This is crazy. I mean, you would think
hell no.
We
ain't going outside no goddamn heat. We in our damn AC, ready to roast some motherfuckers.
Woo! Like they ain't lost Deshaun Watson. Like they ain't got.
No, we ain't done said about the Purge. Hey, the Purge and move on to Browns. Need to move on to the Browns.
Ash, I don't want to hear from no Cowboys fan.
Okay, that's enough for you. Nah, Tip, I'm not gonna mute you anymore because I'm a changed woman. So that's my first and only mute when it comes to the Cowboys because I'm gonna let y'all argue with yourselves. I'm a changed woman. I no longer engage in such atrocity. So respectfully, my bad for muting Tip. That was an old habit of mine. It happened and I didn't mean for it to happen.
That's one.
Do you?
That's one.
That don't count.
I did my job.
That's crazy. Yeah, this is.
Can we get Coach Larry on the stage, please, while we talking Jaguars?
Is he a Jaguar? Oh, y'all, let's get another Jaguars fan up here. I think it's just Spody.
Man, people don't even like Jacksonville. That's why I named it Tip.
Oh, it ain't Spody. She got 2 up here. We trying to balance it out. 2 on 2.
Hold on. Are there any raggedy ass Titan fans in here?
Right now.
Actually, it's one up here. We got another one.
Hey, watch your mouth. Hey, watch your mouth.
Hey, Courtney.
I didn't stutter.
Titans don't be doing shit, bro. Titans be wasting that number one
I have a
overall
natural hatred for the Titans.
The original.
Be wasting the number 1 seed and shit.
It ain't my fault.
Damn. So you
Titans almost lost their number 1 seed to the bottom team in the league, bro. Y'all sorry.
Hey, wait, who's
that talking?
Yeah, who are the Titans?
Hey, Cortland.
I thought I heard some Houston fans talking to me.
Hey. Okay, let me pause it right here because it's already Jesus Christ.
You two mutes in.
I know I had to because we about to start. It's 9:20. It's time to actually start. talking about it. So, Mark, who had the worst record?
The Spody Jaguars.
The Spody Jaguars.
All right. Do we have two? Okay, there it is. So we got two Jaguar stands, at least two on stage, right?
Yep.
All right. Cool. So, Spody and DTWD. Oh my God, I gotta find another. Oh, Duval Giant. Wait a minute. Is that Spody's burner? No. Okay. So Spody, Duval Giants. What's up, man? Listen, there has been tons of changes in your organization, not just this year, coming up, but all throughout the off season. The ups and downs with Deshaun and all that good stuff. Man, preseason here. Y'all got rid of that crazy coach. He's really not. He's really like. He's a good coaching mind, like football mind though. But he was off the hook in Jacksonville, man. You got Trevor Lawrence still there under center. What's up with y'all? How y'all feeling about your training camp so far? Your preseason so far? What are your expectations of your team going into the season?
They nervous.
Hey, they servers is nervous already.
They got nothing for their team. The whole nobody nervous, my boy.
So
it's gonna be silent just like they season.
Here, bro. Let us get Coach Larry up here. Fuck these niggas up here.
It's gonna be silent just like they season.
He's going to Texas right now. Fuck out of here. Y'all niggas ain't even gonna let us run our shit. Like what the fuck?
Who's the Coach Larry hasn't requested?
Coach Larry hasn't requested, Spody. You want us to bring somebody up? They didn't even request a mic.
Coach Larry don't want this.
All right. Basically, if you look at the Cleveland game, while our starters was in, the score was 13-0. We pulled the starters out, put all the little tryout guys in or whatever. Most of them niggas probably gonna get cut because they ass cheeks. But as far as our training camp, Trevor doing pretty good. Trevor's doing really good. Evan Ingram's doing really good training camp. Mark Jones, of course. Zay Jones is who we kind of surprised by. He seems to be like the number one target, and he seems to be like making a lot of plays. Our defense look crazy though, so they putting pressure on our offense.
All right, cool. Go ahead.
Listen. For those of you, look at the Jumbotron for a minute. Look at the Jumbotron for 1 second.
Okay.
See Jumbotron, what it says? As much as y'all was clowning my team about how sorry it was in that Hall of Fame game, I know it was all the Raider fans was at that game too, or whatever. But look at the bottom.
Sir, do you understand how low that is for an NFL game?
Get the hell out of here.
5.6 million. Do you know how many views Dallas averaged alone?
Out of here.
He was acting like that was a Guinness World Record or something.
Yeah, Dallas be at like 16 million.
Y'all missing the main point. Y'all missing the main point. It was the only football game on.
I know, Mark. That's why
the first football game of the season.
You think people was not going to watch the Hall of Fame game?
And the Raiders have more fans than you. What the hell? You trying to use that as man?
So I said, you see us.
Hey, my dog DTW comparing that shit to hockey.
Like, hey man, Pop Warner.
The Stanley Cup.
Get more views than that. Pop Warner literally get more views than that. Sorry, I can't speak when y'all mute me, bro. I can't speak. I wasn't even finished, but cool. Go ahead. Just go ahead, because I wasn't finished.
Yeah,
finish what you were saying, my brother.
You say you got a question. Go ahead. What's up now?
I'm just saying, I know y'all clowning the views and stuff, but I'm just saying, I'm going by what I've been hearing in different spaces for the past week prior to the Cleveland Browns game. That's where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, I know it's not the views that y'all might not want to see, and that's the only game on. But all week long, the Jaguars clowns. We ain't this, we ain't that. So we the bottom pole. Okay, cool. When regular season start, I hope we all have these same spaces going on the same way y'all doing tonight and holding me out with the not speaking. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing people cuss, rave, and holler in y'all speeches. So we gonna talk. If you want to talk football, I can talk football. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I'm gonna tell you now, Duval, it's gonna be them raggedy ass Texans that's coming for y'all next. Y'all, you should hear it already.
They wrapped out.
I've been in a space.
They wrapped out with y'all.
Respectfully, everybody raggedy.
Why we keep catching strays? Why
But
we
listen,
I like it. I like
but
it. I
hold
like
on,
it.
hold on, hold on, hold on, Duvall.
Let's go.
Hold
Let's
on,
go.
Duvall and Spody. Let me ask y'all. This is Trevor's third year, right? Everybody, I'm right about that.
Second.
Third.
No, this is
Second.
second.
No,
This
it's
is
only his
second
second
year.
year.
This
This is
only his
Second
second.
second
year.
Read it
year.
up. Cowboys can't count.
Yep, that
Yeah, he
first
was
year
a rookie
seemed
last
mighty
year.
long,
Man,
but it
don't
was only
slander.
1
Hey,
year.
listen, man.
Damn,
Don't
what the
slander
fuck is my
Ashley, bro.
mind? He was a
Let
rookie
us
last
listen.
year.
Don't
Yes.
slander
Hold on,
Ashley,
what
bro.
year
Holy
rookie
I
shit!
last?
want to hear
Trevor
I
myself
just
speak
Lawrence?
knew
today.
this was year 3 for him. God
That,
damn.
Talking
All
about
right,
Trevor
that,
well,
Lawrence?
year
that
two.
math ain't adding.
All
Hey,
right,
listen,
year.
don't slander Ashley, bro. Let us
Hey,
speak,
look,
bro. So I ain't
I
gonna
knew
know
it was
you.
early on. I
Ashley,
could have
I ain't gonna
sworn
say
that the
nothing.
Urban Meyer year was his second year. I'm tripping. My bad.
Click on my
You know,
Abby, please.
That's
to,
probably
Click
because Quay was in
to be
interim.
fair, y'all aren't even news enough for me to really keep up. Let's just put the shit on out there. But
Yeah,
I do have a question.
I'll be mad
I
if
do
I
have a
lost.
question. What are y'all expecting him to? God, I would say hit a sophomore wall, but did he make the wall last year? What is y'all's expectation of Big
Wow,
Trev
bro.
this
She talking
season?
about the Thundercats bad.
Yeah, real bad. What's your expectations of him in his second year? Y'all, I mean, new coach. Do we expect a breakout season from Trevor? Maybe.
Go ahead, Coach Larry.
Hey, Mike, I'm gonna drop you and bring 007 back up because he a Colts fan, and I know you cover all the divisions, but we're gonna let them rock a little bit. We're gonna bring you right back up though. Request.
Absolutely need you back up, Mike, for sure. So we're gonna bring you back up. Go ahead, Coach.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing tonight?
Hi there. Welcome to
So,
Sports After Dark.
So, I think he's going to have a good year. I think he's going to have a bump this year with the fact of Doug Peterson was a quarterback in the NFL. We saw what he has done with Carson Wentz when he was in Philly and with Nick Foles. And then you also brought in Mike McCoy as a quarterback coach who worked with Phillip Rivers. So I think his stuff this year is going to be better. His read progressions last year were subpar due to the fact of what was going on inside the building. I do think the receivers that he has this year are a lot better weapons. We did bring a wide receivers coach in last year under Urban from the Cowboys, which you could see a big drop off from Keenan McCardell to him. Which when you saw Keenan McCardell go to the Vikings, Justin Jefferson blew up. So I think that's going to be a big thing. Our offseason acquisitions with getting Fatakasi, getting Devin Lloyd, getting Chad Mumba, which I think he's going to be more of a rotational guy. I think getting
Walker.
Alua Khan, the linebacker from the Falcons, I think that's going to sum up or at least help us from a linebacker standpoint. Then we got Darius Williams from the Rams, which a lot of people are saying he's probably going to play the nickel and then have Griffin on one side and Campbell on the other. So I think that'll help out. Cisco, our coach last year had no clue who the hell he was, even though he was on his roster. I think he'll see the field a lot more this year, which you saw in a lot of the games. His run fits coming down the box, filling the gaps, were a lot better this year. Rashawn Jenkins is playing better. So I think, after looking at the first preseason game, you couldn't really see nothing. Our starters didn't play too well, the ones that did play. And then the second game, we played the Browns, which we only gave up 7 total offensive yards. So that was a big thing. And then the other thing I took away from the Browns game, we had no offensive penalties, which if you look over the last couple of years, that has been one of the biggest downfalls for the Jags. Offensive linemen false starting. You guys know the snap count. There's no reason why you're jumping off, especially at this level. So that's my take on it. I don't think, we really know what the hell's going on in the kicker situation, which that's my cup of tea. I'm a special teams coordinator at Yulee, where Derrick Henry went to high school. So it's crazy how you have kids that can kick the ball in college, but when they get to the NFL, they absolutely have no clue what the hell they're doing. But that's my take. I'll let somebody else talk.
So I have a question. What y'all doing at the tight end position? Because Evan Ingram, he dropping more balls than Drake and Beyonce dropping albums. So what's going on here?
That's not the case in camp, bro. And sometimes people do need a new change of scenery. I could say the same thing about half the receivers in the league last year. Last year had the most drop passes than any, you know what I'm saying? Not to mention we do got Dan Arnold, first of all. We did also get Garrett Prince. We also got Chris Manhurst. So it ain't like we gotta depend on Evan Ingram. Like we already had Dan Arnold. He was a late pickup at the end of the year when we traded C.J. Henderson to the Panthers and got their third round pick.
But I do think what you were asking, Young, I think you'll see him more playing like what Darren Waller and Kelsey, like as far as like they'll put him out more in the slot as a split out tight end instead of a heavy two tight end set. If they go two tight end set, you'll see them running more like Manhurts and Dan Arnold because they're more of a blocking tight end. I wouldn't trust Evan Ingram to block a blind person into a wall, so.
Hey, yo.
I'm just being dead serious.
I like that one.
Bro,
I like that
known
one.
for his blocking on his hands.
Hey, but check me out.
He said I couldn't trust him to block a blind man into a wall. That's crazy.
If you do your research and you look
Coach, that was a good one.
That's a good one, man.
Hey, it's recorded, so y'all can use it.
Damn it. I'm about to say it came from your own people too, Spody.
Nigga, that's the truth. Like, what the fuck?
I'm not saying, man. That's what
we are objective. Like, what the fuck? We're not the ones.
Are you?
We're not the ones who think Davis Mills is the fucking quarterback of the year, bro. So chill.
Hey, D Millie.
Whoa.
Hey,
what's the point of that?
last year.
If you check out the tape,
we disrespected the quarterback that beat y'all last year?
Hey, yo,
excuse me, but
we talking about the quarterback that beat y'all last year?
We beat Sunshine twice.
Davis Mills outplayed.
Did we not beat Sunshine twice? Yes.
How your number one overall pick get outplayed by a third rounder, bro?
Yeah,
listen, I'm gonna tell you a little. Hey, let me tell you a little fun fact about the Texans while they up here capping. The only time the Texans have ever beat the Jaguars and even swept us is when we're a bad team. When we're a good team, we sweep y'all every.
You ain't been a good team for one time.
When's the last time y'all swept us? 2017? 2017?
Out of here.
We in 2022. We're in 2022. We're in 2022.
How many
in 10 years?
When's the last time y'all swept us?
10 years, one time.
We swept y'all.
Y'all gotta chill, bro.
You always want to
one time.
Hey, listen, the biggest
when we're really good. That really came out your mouth. When we're really good. When the Jags are really good.
I said when we are
2017. That's it.
When the Jags are really good.
Y'all are out here caping like y'all really won more than one.
Really? Let me see. Let me look at
game more than us. One fucking game.
Hey, but both wins was against y'all.
Okay, but we 10 years
been better than you. That was half of y'all wins.
Hey, let me ask you, how many good teams did you beat last season? How many good teams?
The Chargers. We beat the Titans. And we beat the Chargers.
Fuck the Titans, nigga. Fuck the Titans.
And the Chargers. What about the Chargers? What you gonna say about the Chargers?
How many times y'all beat
the Chargers?
That was a divisional game. How many people?
What about the Chargers?
Y'all won one fucking good game.
What about the Chargers?
We beat the
Bills.
God damn it. That's 3. I'm enjoying the back and forth, guys.
Hey, this ain't even a mid off. This is a Reggie off.
Bro, I was about to say this is the most.
You found the seeds in the bag, Mark. We gotta get that back.
It's crazy. It's amazing though. It's amazing. We just want to wrap up on some questions though.
Yeah, I have a question.
Well, let's finish answering some questions. Texans, hold your damn horses. Jesus,
the Texans, they be ready, boy.
And I don't understand. They ready for everything but a winning season. It's crazy to me.
Ashley, can you sing the Texas song for them too? Does it apply to them as well?
The stars and them. It's cool. They can have that. It's
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Yeah, but it's just crazy because they ready for everything but a championship. It's ridiculous. What question do you have, Mark?
So I want to keep it on offense. I do have a question on the defense, but as far as offense, obviously we know this offseason everybody's talking about the Christian Kirk contract and how he changed the wide receiver market. I just want to know, like, what's the chemistry looking like between him and Trevor Lawrence, and just overall, how do you guys feel about Kirk in Jacksonville?
I can tell you this: the chemistry is getting really, really good at the times. But you forgot to add one more name to it. We're gonna add Zay Jones in this conversation as well. Those two are gonna be the the key ingredients besides like Marvin Jones and Zay Jones and Christian Kirk. Listen, I know everybody been asking the question of the day. Okay, why did y'all sign Christian Kirk? Listen, we're not having nobody coming from no other division that's gonna come to Jacksonville, Florida, aka Duval County. We already know that. So y'all up here, we can ask the questions of why he changed the generics of the wide receiver corps. If you pay the player to play, come on down. I feel like if you want to start a new life, come on to Jacksonville because that's the only place I think you can shine at. So I don't understand why everybody clowning the fact that Kirk came to Jacksonville. It's not overpriced. He's not overpaid. He wanted to play here. If he did want to play here, then you say another story on that. You know what I'm talking about? So that's what I'm saying. Let's see what's going to happen. But Zay Jones is going to be the one that's going to step in just as much as Kirk. We're going to have two guys that's going to step up for 1,000-yard seasons, in my book, in my opinion.
Hey, Ashley, we just listened to 45 seconds of delusion for this. Like, you did this? Like, you allowed this? Did you just say Christian Kirk was overpaid?
You said Christian Kirk and Zay Jones getting 1,000 yards.
The Texans and y'all can't beat us.
Shoot, it was the money that Christian Kirk making.
Second and third receiver last season, bro. He was 17 yards away. Fuck is you talking about?
The money Christian Kirk making, he better get 1,000 yards.
That's why I made my point earlier.
Listen, I'm not finna keep
Christian Kirk had a better quarterback last season.
Made it to an AFC Championship game, like ever, like
But
ever,
motherfucker. Let me answer the question.
Okay, you got 1 year.
Nigga, we got more than 1 year. We done made it to AFC Championship games more than 1 year. You better do your fucking research.
No, hold up. I'm talking about since most of folks been born on this motherfucking app. I'm talking about since most of you motherfuckers been born on this app.
Heavy, like I said, I'm not arguing with the motherfucker.
Let's go look up. Hold up. Look up at the Jumbotron, y'all. Tell me. No, look up at the Jumbotron up there.
Here, let me show you something. I got something for you on the Jumbotron.
No. Tell me, because you say y'all successful.
Oh, okay.
Go up there.
So to answer your question, yes. In order to get anybody with any caliber to come to Jacksonville, you have to overpay, because at the end of the day, we're not a successful franchise.
Nobody wants to play for the Jaguars.
Correct.
And be underpaid.
So we had to give him the money plus some free crab trays to get his ass to Jacksonville.
Hey, I like Coach.
And see, I respect that because guess what? The Texans would have to do the same damn thing right now. I can respect that. Just keep the shit real.
Hey, I'm looking at this record, joint that she put up in the Jumbotron. That joint
look, I can't talk.
Still going bad on them anyway.
Hey, I just looked this up too, just for shits and giggles, because I'm not too familiar with the rivalry, if we want to call it, between the Jaguars and Texans. The Jaguars have only beat the Texans 2 times in the last 8 years.
Yeah, because Watson was beating their ass a lot.
No, before Watson was beating
Not just Watson. Not just Watson.
And the Jaguars
and
the Jags haven't beat them since 2017.
Thundercats.
Hey, Mark, that's why
I think they lost one to TJ Yates 1 year too.
Hey, but that's what I said, Mark. That's what I said.
2017.
The only time the Texans have beat us and sweep us is when we were a bad team. Whenever we're
and y'all been a bad team for the past 10 years.
Y'all are a bad team for most of the years.
You said win like y'all have a history of being good.
You guys are mostly bad.
Been picking top 5
you say that like y'all have a history of being good.
Hold up, they been picking top 5 for 8 years.
Up here capping like y'all did good. Y'all really are happy about winning 1 game more than us. Like that shit is crazy to me.
No. I think no. Go up to the Jumbotron. In 10 years, look at your record. Look at ours.
Right now,
y'all ain't 500. Y'all not even 500.
Trying at your AFC appearances. That's what I'm looking at.
Okay.
What other?
If I had as many top 5 picks as y'all have, I should be there too.
What other questions y'all have?
I mean,
and guess what? And none of them motherfuckers still on the damn team.
Okay, so I got one more question. Oh, I don't know who used that.
That was me.
Thank God, because I'm almost over already.
Coach Larry is getting irritated. He's like, let's talk ball. Do you guys have a question? I have one, but you guys can go first.
Do. How do you feel about the duo of Walker and Josh Allen? I personally feel like that's going to be
the real Josh Allen.
The real Josh Allen.
Don't disrespect Josh Allen like that.
Hey, respectfully, the real Josh Allen.
He owned him
So
last year, so
he
he's the real
did,
Josh
though.
Allen.
He really did. So that's when we talk about
And
Josh
got his
Allen,
team
that's what we're
nowhere.
referring to. But how do y'all feel about that duo? Because I feel like that duo was going to be crazy this year.
Hey, Ashley, how far the Cowboys got in the playoffs? Why you talking shit?
So I think it's going to be actually a lot better. I think it's going to remind us of when we had Ngakoue, to be honest with you. The only thing with Walker that I have seen and like from looking at game film and stuff like that from when he played in Georgia is he don't really have any pass rushing skills. He just bull rushes. So when you go up against a left tackle that's going to be dominant, knows how to use his hands, got good center of base, I think he might have a little bit of issue, and that's where Josh Allen on the other side comes in, and he's able to infiltrate the offensive line. But, you know, another person that you can't really forget about is Dwayne Smoot. Like that cat for the last couple of years that he's been playing, he's actually gotten a lot better. Like he led the team last year on quarterback pressures. So, you know, when we talk about Josh Allen and we talk about Walker, like you got to add him in there too. I think our biggest thing is, you know, I still want to see how we do against the screen because obviously you saw when we played the Raiders and they ran 34 screens, we couldn't stop a screen. Which, if you can't stop a screen in the AFC South, you ain't stopping Jonathan Taylor. You're not stopping Derrick Henry. And you're not going to stop Dameon Pierce. I mean, I'm just going to be real with you. If them cats get outside the tackles, it's going to be hard. So, I mean, but the other thing I wanted to say is I actually like Davis Mills. I think he's actually a good quarterback, to be honest with you. I think he's going to do what I hope Trevor does and take that second year jump. But it also just depends on the offensive schemes that they run. I mean, that's the biggest thing. You know, a lot of people, just like when Trubisky came in, you know, they don't really get a lot of film from college because you never really saw how long they got to play. So when you look at things, it's kind of hard to judge those type of quarterbacks, which obviously you've seen Trubisky had a downfall. But hopefully, you know, Pittsburgh can change that. But I mean, that's all I got to say. But I just wanted to hop in here, talk to y'all about some ball a little bit before I head to bed.
Hey, before you go, Coach, I got a quick question for you because you had said something about Trayvon Walker from college just bull rushing. Do you think that was just because scheme specific? Because you know, like with Kirby and like with Nick Saban, they're very particular on everybody doing their job, and so Trayvon wasn't really able to showcase his pass rushing at Georgia. But do you think that changes with the Jaguars, or is that something you also saw in the preseason games that he's played in?
Well, I think the thing that you can see from like when he was at Georgia, he got moved from being a stand-up linebacker to playing DN to playing linebacker. So here they're actually going to focus on him being a DN. They're not going to stand him up at linebacker in a 4-3 and say, "Hey, go cover the running back coming out of the backfield." He's not going to. It's put your hand in the ground and go knock his dick in the dirt. Excuse my French, but that's pretty much what he's saying. Like, I drafted you first to go stop the quarterback. And then we brought Fatukasi in to stop the run. He's going to take on the double teams. Your linebackers are going to fill the gaps. And that's just how they're going to play ball.
Shout out to Ed, Facts and Stats in the building. I see you, my guy.
Facts and Stats.
Yeah, shout out to him again. That's one of the shows on TSSN. Make sure that y'all
shout out to Darnell in the building, man. I see you.
Follow. What's up, Darnell? I see you down there. Thanks, Coach.
Shout out to my boy Jizzy. I see you. My boy pulling up like some Pampers now. You see? He in the cut.
Bro, you these one-liners. Never change. Shooter never change. Do we have any other questions for the Jaguars before we get to their dreadful schedule?
We can get to the schedule, man.
Let's move on.
We can get to the schedule, man.
Wow. Mark thinks that the Jags are actually going to be a sleeper this year. When you say that, Mark, did you believe that they're going to be sleeper? In what way? A sleeper to win their division? A sleeper to get in as a wild card? A sleeper to win 8 games? Like, what do you mean sleeper?
To be first overall.
I wouldn't be surprised if they finish second in the division this year.
Sleeper to like get somebody said sleeper to get the number 1 overall pick.
Yo, that's crazy.
Wait a minute.
That's crazy.
Wait, what you say, Mark?
I said I wouldn't be surprised if they finish second in the division this year.
Wow.
Yeah, over the Titans?
Who in the hell they sweeping?
I'm not high
in the division.
I'm not high on the Titans at all this year.
Ooh.
Wow. Mark, I don't know what you smoking.
Okay, Mark.
Boy, hey, y'all better put respect on my boy Derrick Henry. Y'all better put respect on his name now.
I think it's because Ryan Tannehill.
Nobody forgot about
Hey,
that.
I ain't gonna lie, Coach. When Derrick Henry see y'all, I'm betting 200 yards or more because he be chucking it on y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
So
I want to say Derrick Henry probably had like all his career games against y'all.
Yeah. So funny story.
It's that homecoming boy from Florida.
Funny story about him. He came back probably about two months ago and came and talked to the kids at the school. Dropped us a nice little donation. But that dude is massive. I think he's bigger than he has been in the league.
Pause.
And that's scary. Just saying.
I respect it.
All right, cool.
They should have never talked too far.
Wait a minute. So Jaguar fans, what are your thoughts on where you guys may finish in the division? Where do you rank your offense in the division? Where do you rank your defense?
In the division, I think we're probably best defense. Colts got some heat, like some fucking heat.
So you said the second best, Bodie?
In the division, yeah.
Okay. Duval, you got anything to that? Where do you rank y'all's offense?
It's gonna be better than it was last season. I can tell you that. I mean, you last and stuff and last. It's gonna go up some. So, like I said, you can't predict the future, but I can predict that it's gonna be better than last season. We have a coach. We have weapons.